Hello, welcome back for another Pickups video. Got a decent little haul here, and I have more stuff on the way. More music on vinyl, games, a VHS tape even. So I think I'll start with I'll start with the little collectibles. I think this is all I got. It's these Funko figures for Cuphead video game, which I do have in digital format on the Switch. I did not get the DLC for it. That took a long time to come out, and a lot of fans were very unhappy about that. But also have some very cool collectibles from the 90s as well. But yeah, pretty cool little Funko figures here. A little pricey, but they got the liquid inside, the milk or whatever that is. Very cool. There were some other Cuphead figures similar to this. I think they were smaller though, and I figured, well, I want something big. And these do stand up and don't topple over their own weight of the heads, so that's nice. I was kind of concerned about that when these arrived in. We'll set those right there. And now some Street Shark cards from the 90s. A little dusty, I have them put away. But 3 packs of those, so I'll open one on camera later, so very cool. I thought I was only getting two packs when I initially paid for these. The seller did not make it obvious that I was going to get all this, but I was, pleasantly surprised. Then we have Judge Dredd. So in each one we have, I think it's 8 cards, I think. Not sure. Ooh, some hollow photo cards too. We'll take a look. One bonus card in every pack, and these are all from 1995. Let's see here. Yes, by Edge Cards or Edge Entertainment or whatever. So these are Edge as well, made by Edge. Let's see, does it have the... Oh yeah, 1995. So pretty cool. I saw them on a seller's page. I think it was the one that had the Funko figures, and decided to buy them. Not really. Well, this is gaming related. A tray, SNES tray, that goes inside the box of the original boxes. This is not an OEM part, and a protector. Ooh, that got moisture in it. Okay, it didn't. Okay. This is for my box copy of Zelda: Link to the Past. Instead of buying another copy, I decided to get that and save, probably $150. Stormwatch, comic from 1994. Kind of got it for this advertisement for Mortal Kombat on the back. Let's see if there's a trademark on the back here, and then I kind of know which one it is. There's no year. Well, 1994. So that actually might be Mortal Kombat 2, actually. Yeah, I think it is. Played that back in the day, and I have not opened this. This is in its own little protector sleeve. Got it for super, super cheap. Less than $10 and less than $9. Even lower than that, but just about got it for the price that it sold for in Canada. Believe it or not, on eBay. But anyways, moving onward. Let's slide some stuff over here. Excuse me, hang on while you guys might have to look at bed sheets for a minute here. Oh, that shows some stuff I've already shown. Huh. Oh, well. Okay, we'll put that down there. Okay. Moving onward, I may have already shown this. This is a Metroid 2, but it's a hacked version of Metroid 2, which is the color edition. I believe this can only be played, in official means anyways, on the Game Boy, like the actual color version if you have the original cartridge for this game. But yeah, This has its issues. It does freeze, and unfortunately does not save properly. So, and it did it once, it saved once, but then each time I try to get it to save, uh, excuse me, after that, the game would just freeze. Um, yeah, there are little hitches here and there. But, seeing as this was not super expensive, I'm not going to go back and get my money back. I just won't buy from that seller again. Um, very tempted to open this up and look to see what's inside, but what makes it tick, Um, kind of in the same vein, I guess. Here is some whatnot purchases. I won't be doing this very much anymore. Tiny Toons, Buster, Bust Loose. Have played this on emulation, on my Super Nintendo flash card, the SD2 SNES, as well as played it on the some kind of Super Nintendo emulator on PC years ago. Really enjoyed it. Had to do some cleanup on this cartridge to the pins, but it worked fine. Yes, there's numbers on there, and I'm gonna wipe that off when I clean this again. And I bought some Deoxit and magic erasers to make this game work, as well as another one. Lemmings for the Super Nintendo by Sunsoft. The pins look fine, but there's some corrosion on them, and I'm gonna have to scrape that off with something. Probably buy like a little pick or something, or get a blade, take a blade out of my box cutter shell, and scrape that corrosion off. And I did do a little bit of cleanup to this. I'm gonna have to do some more. Someone put a sticker on there. I'm just gonna leave it for the sake of keeping the label intact. Now, the big disappointment was Mortal Kombat 3. The label's all chewed up. I could replace that if I need to with a repro label. But there's like some black gunk on the it doesn't show here, on the context there of the game. And I did some cleanup to the shell. It's gonna need some more. I guess someone bought this at a yard sale, got this on whatnot. Anyways, the game will not boot, so I'm gonna have to throw some Deoxit on it. Let that sit on there, wipe it. Then, wipe with some alcohol on a alcohol Q-tip. If all else fails, I'll just buy another copy, because I do remember playing this game as a kid, and I got this pretty cheap, and a lot with the other 2 SNES games. So, yeah, it was a disappointment that didn't work. And this is something totally separate. Got this off of eBay for really the cheapest price I could. It was, not a bad price. But anyways, Doom for the Super Nintendo. Got the dust protector with it, official Super Nintendo one. The only problem with this game is, and it boots up just fine, and everything, the screws are completely rusted. And I tried opening them with my bit. Here's a close up there with my bit, and I just would not budge. So, because I really wanted to see what does the Super Effects chip look like in this thing. Never seen it, but I can always open up my Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island cartridge. So hopefully that's not rusted. Maybe this. Nintendo may have covered it up with blobs, that way people wouldn't try to get in there. But I'm sure people already have done that. Sticking with Nintendo stuff. Jet Force Gemini, got this in another game, I think with some controllers, one of which I'm just going to have to end up throwing away or donating. Opened this guy up, and he had some rust on the inside, some slight rust, which is really odd. Did some cleanup to the pins. I still have not tested this one, but yeah. Tetrasphere, I did not open. These cards are pretty heavy. It's kind of... They must have put some, a battery in here, and it just must be a lot to it. And there's, also the shielding, too. So that makes me want to open up more of these and see what's inside. I haven't never played this game. Just, got it for cheap. And a replacement... for a game I've had for my original collection for years. Grand Theft Auto Toon, yes, it's the greatest hits edition. I thought, well, that's fine. Didn't pay an arm and a leg for it, and has a advertisement for Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation, coming this fall from PlayStation Computer Entertainment System. or sorry, for the PlayStation 2. And I remember when the game came out, same with this one, you know, it was just a huge deal. So especially GTA 3. But yeah. I mean, this has the manual and everything, but my original black label copy is just scratched up, and some of the sound effects and radio music skips because of that. But yeah, great to have a replacement for that. Finally, I wanted that for years. Rob Zombie's Hillbilly Deluxe. Wanted this one for a while. I had the vinyl, sold it off to a record shop. Oops. Oh, that just led me to pick up two things I actually need. Here's the actual disc. It's inside. It was inside my boombox there. And this is what's also on the record. I sold the record of this, which sounded horrible. Just sounded compressed and like you have a pillow over your speakers when you're playing the music. It sounded terrible. But yeah, pretty cool to have this finally. I don't know if it's original or not. Let's see. There's only one way to know. I don't see RE on the bottom here, so it might be an original. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Yep, I don't see RE anywhere. This is probably an original from 1998. So yeah, we'll have Guns N' Roses next. That's just placeholder. Very cool artwork. And this is also on the vinyl edition. Just wish the vinyl edition had sounded better. I would have kept it. It was pretty cool orange. I believe orange translucent vinyl, or just like a pumpkin orange or whatever. So, oh, a few more video game stuff I have to show before I show some more music. Sorry. Makes sense to just show the rest of it. Fallout 3 for Xbox 360. I was not happy with the condition of this disc, so I'm just gonna sell it with that broken N64 controller. The stick is screwed up, so and I don't feel like going in there and replacing it. I may just do that, because overall the controller is in pretty good shape other than that. But anyways, yeah, Fallout 3. Really should have got the digital version of this when I had the chance, when those Xbox 360 games are still available on the Xbox store, 360 store. But yeah, I mean, I might just throw this in at my Xbox One and see if it works. But there's the disc. Looks just like the PlayStation 3 version, and I played that, and it was just riddled with, you know, bugs and stuttering and freezing and crap. Translucent blue official PlayStation 1 controller. This is not one of those modded ones. In really good shape. The triangle button kind of sticks sometimes, but everything else works great. Obviously it's used, but did a little bit of cleanup on the contact there up top. I guess that helped it some, but yeah, tried to use this on the Mister. It wouldn't work, but I think that's an issue with the Mister, not the controller itself. Kind of a beat up N64 controller, but the Z button works, and those are usually broken on these things, I've noticed. Needs some cleanup, maybe smoothing over there with some eraser. Looks like someone threw it, or actually that's paint. Yeah, this thing's filthy, so I'm gonna clean it up best I can. Now, sticking with music, brand new release in this year. I mean, it's a remaster anyways from Low Fidelity. Johnny Cash live at Folsom Prison. This was, you know, originally released on record years ago, back in 1958, I think it was, 59. Limited to 3,000 copies. This is copy 1,388. Don't know if they're going to stick to that, because the Miles Davis kind of blue SACD is still available, and this is an SACD, by the way, and that came out in 2015. You know, it's incredible that's still available. I think they're just releasing them in small batches, then printing more or whatever. But I think these are not made by Low Fidelity themselves. But yeah, a lot of great songs on this. I do have the expanded CD edition of this that came out, you know, back in 2003 or something, and it's just a regular, you know, Columbia edition, but this is something special. I know I was going to get the record, but decided not to, because I ordered this with other stuff, along with this from Acoustic Sounds. This is their SACD copy of Sibelius Symphony number. Sorry, that's covered up by the sticker. Symphony number 5 in E flat, OP 82. I did want this on vinyl, and there's the analog. Classic Records edition, and there's an original. I don't know if Analog Productions put out the record of this, but it's out of stock on their website. I'm pretty sure I saw that when I was initially looking for this. And then this was out of stock as well when I first was looking for this, and bid for an original LP of this on eBay. But at that time, this SACD was out of stock at Acoustic Sounds. I've just popped on there about a week ago, popped on the website and looked, and hey, this is on sale, it's on discount, like $10 off or something. So I thought, why not get it? It's the last one. Excuse me. So I did. So great to finally have that in the collection. Some things it's best to wait, and you'll get exactly what you want. So yeah. Going back to jazz. And you guys get to see that first, the other one. Oh, forgot about that. Herbie Hancock's Maiden Voyage. This is a 1984 direct metal mastering edition. I have not had the time to listen to it, but the cover looks in pretty good shape. Got it for a pretty good deal. Under $30. There's the label. Not sure who mastered this one. I did look in the dead wax, but I don't remember what it said. Yeah, glad to have that. So it is a trademark of Teldec. So I'll eventually listen to that and see what it's about. Bought this from the InGroove from Mike in his Whatnot, one of his Whatnot auctions. I think it was 90s Grails and first pressings or something like that. But Sade's Promise, an original from 1992, I think. Or no, I'm sorry, this is from 85. But yeah, great album you have. The Sweetest Taboo, what a great song. I think it's a crime I remember. War of Hearts. Never as Good as the First Time. Don't think I've heard the song Fear, but this is in immaculate shape. VG++. Thanks, Mike. And another, we'll show the music on vinyl version of A Perfect Circle, and there's a funny story behind this. See, I got this off of eBay. I'd actually, I don't know if the seller listed it wrong, but he or she made it seem like there's a 2 LP copy of this on, just Universal, not the Music on Vinyl edition. But their listing for the Music on Vinyl edition was more expensive. So in a sense, I got a discount for this, because they kind of flubbed up maybe. I don't know what happened there, and I was a little disappointed at first, and I thought, well, maybe the standard edition is just a single LP, but and the Music on Vinyl is, 2 LP only. I don't know. But I think the flub up actually worked in my favor. Probably saved about $10. And I haven't opened this. It's still in its outer, protective sleeve here that the seller included. I do have other Music on Vinyl editions of albums, and they sound great. Kind of disappointed I missed out on the Sade Love Deluxe, because that is an awesome album. From what I hear, that's a very good edition of that album, which it actually goes for very crazy money now. So wish I had picked it up when it was like $60, but I thought, oof, that's just too much. Let's anyways, moving onward. Sorry, that's bloody. It's just a pillow feather. It's not like a bird feather. Morrison Hotel by The Doors. This is the Analog Productions 2 LP at 45 RPMs edition. I do have the LA Woman, from this series. This came out in 2012, and they're self-titled, so I thought, well, I want to add this to the mix. I really love this album. It's just got all original album tracks here. Pretty good looking, you know, album artwork recreation. And I wonder if they inserted, you know, just a rare picture in the gatefold, or they stuck to the original. I have not opened this yet, but this was a early birthday present for me. Yesterday was my birthday, and that came in, the record came in on Friday. So, you know, it's been a few days since this came, but very much looking forward to playing this. And this is all the Doors albums, you know, done by Analog Productions and Doug Sachs. I've been in print since 2012. Don't know when that they're going to stop that, but obviously the record company likes, you know, these editions, you know, what they're doing for the band, keeping the band's name alive, and, you know, doing their music justice. All analog remastered too, by the way. All these Doors releases by Analog Productions are fantastic. From what I hear anyways, I don't have all of them. I may just get the other two, which is Waiting for the Sun and The Soft Parade. Then I'll have don't have all of them. I'm sorry, I also have Strange Days as well in this series. But yeah, I think that about does it. Do thank you guys for stopping by, and I will be doing another pickups video very, very soon. Probably more towards the end of the month, or even next month. Might take some time off work, Thanksgiving, a couple of days, 2 or 3 days or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, again, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing.